If you've ever wanted to start an online coaching, consulting business, or an online course, if you've ever wanted to build an online course, this is by far the most practical video you'll ever watch on the internet, right? This is no BS, and I'm not gonna entertain you with some crazy graphics here. This is very practical. This is for you to grasp the knowledge and make money out of that. Make 10, 20, even $100,000 per month with the knowledge that I'm going to give you on this video, right? So without any further ado, let's jump straight into this video. I'm going to make my screen a bit bigger. So how to start a coaching or consulting business in 2024. In order to become an online coach, the first thing that you need to do, you need to identify if whether or not you have a skill. You can't start an online coaching without a skill. So you need to have a skill or be an expert in any industry, right? In any industry that you can consult on. So you need to have a skill that you can consult on, because you can't have a coaching business or a consulting business if you don't have a skill. And now, in order for you to be able to check if your skill is credible enough, you need to ask yourself these two questions, right? One, have you personally achieved the outcome you're promising and have gone beyond it? So basically, this means, what are you going to be promising your student to achieve on your online coaching business? Have you achieved it, right? And if you've achieved it, then that's good, right? And have you gone beyond it? So if you're going to tell someone how to make $10,000 with a particular thing, right? Have you achieved $10,000? And then the next question is, have you gone beyond $10,000? Because it's very important that you haven't just achieved $10,000, but you've gone beyond $10,000, right? And I'm going to show you later why that is important, right? And then the second question that you need to ask yourself is, can someone pay you $1,000 plus to help them achieve that outcome? So would you, the simplest way to ask this question is, would you pay yourself 10,000 or $1,000 to achieve, or rather to know what you don't know, right? So if you had to lose like all the knowledge that you have today, would you pay yourself $1,000 to learn that knowledge back? And if the answers are yes to both these questions, then you're good. You're good to launch an online business. You're good to launch an online course and make money with it. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this on this course, right? So before we jump in though, you need to know exactly what you'll offer and how you'll offer it. And I'm going to help you exactly on how you can do that, right? And these are the 4 steps you need to follow to create a solid offer that ensures, one, your students get results, and 2, your product succeeds in the market. And these basically work hand in hand, because if your students are not getting results, chances are your product's not going to be really sustainable, and that means it's not really going to have a good product success in the market. So you need to have good customer results or student results in your program, right? So let me show you guys how we can do this, how we can actually start and launch our course, right? How we can create a course in 2024 and make money with it, make a lot of money with it. So number 1 is creating an offer. An offer is basically what you're going to be offering your students. That's it. It's exactly that, right? It's creating a good offer. And in order for us to create a good offer, we need to ask ourselves a few questions. And these are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. One, we need to know who we're helping, because we can't help everyone. But we have to have an avatar, right? Take an avatar. Who is your target student? Who do you want to help? And what do they struggle with? And I'm going to show you guys exactly the questions that can help you identify who to help, right? So you need to identify who your student is, who your ideal student is, right? And get clear on the detail with that. It's very important, because you can't be selling a course to anyone, right? You can't be selling a course or a consulting business to anyone. You need to know exactly who your target audience is, right? In order for you to sell a course and be successful with it, you need to know exactly who your target audience is. So in order for you to craft a good offer, you need to know who you're crafting an offer to, right? So these are the questions that you need to ask yourself in order for you to be able to know who you're helping and how you can help them, right? The first question is, what specific challenges, right, or pain points are they facing and that you can solve? So for example, this can be, let's say you're helping people lose weight, right? You're helping women in the ages of 40 lose weight, right? Or men in the ages of 40 lose weight. And this is also going to contribute in your marketing material, because when you say things like, you women, in the ages of 40, and your summer dresses don't fit you, don't no longer fit you, and you want your summer dress to fit you, you need to lose 20 kgs, and I can help you lose 20 kgs in 2 months, right? So you need to know what their pain point is. And at this point, their pain point is the fact that their dresses don't fit them. They just feel tired all the time, and those are the pain points. So you need to know exactly what specific challenges or pain points your students are facing, and if you can solve them. Right. The second question that you need to ask yourself, guys, take these questions down, put them in a Google Docs form, and answer them each question at a time, right? Because this is going to help you craft a good offer. The second question is, what are the main goals and desires that your coaching will help them achieve? Right? What are they? Obviously, your coaching will help them get in the nice dress, right? If you're helping people lose weight, if you're helping old women lose weight and feel good about themselves again and regain the confidence, so this is going to help them. So you need to ask yourself, what are the main goals and desires? Sorry, what are the main goals and desires that your coaching is going to help them solve, right? And then number three is, what level of experience or knowledge do they currently have in your areas of expertise? So this question will be based on if you're trying to create a course and teach people that are experienced in something but not experienced as you. So let me give you an example. So it's not really going to work in weight loss, because weight loss is predominantly for beginners. So beginners don't really have an experience in losing weight, because then they would have lost weight. But like, let's look at something in more advanced, right? So for example, let's say now you are helping an athlete, right? To basically have more agility, more speed. The agility, you need to know where they are currently. Like, an athlete is probably fit, and then for you to be able to enhance their fitness by giving them agility and stuff like that. So that's basically what this means. You need to identify the level that they're in, and what, because you can't teach them the level that they're in. This is basically what this means. You can't teach them stuff on the level that they're currently in, because they're already there, right? So you want to teach them stuff on the level that they're not in. And so it's very important to identify the experience and the knowledge that they currently have. And this, if we look at an example in real estate, right? In real estate, let's say you've been in real estate for 30 years, and there's someone who's just started with real estate, and maybe they have 5 years of experience. So you can't teach them as a beginner, because they already know the fundamentals of real estate. So you need to teach them how to actually sell more houses quicker, faster, and basically teach them how you've done that over the period of 30 years, right? So you need to know exactly who you're targeting and what are their experiences and what is their knowledge, because you can't teach someone the same thing that they already know, right? So that's, I hope that makes a lot of sense. Then question number 4 is, what are the common behaviors, habits, interests that align with your coaching? Right? You need to ask yourself that question, and you need to write it down. And what type of transformational result are they seeking, and how urgent is it? We're going to get into the time frame, because it's very important when you are launching a course. You need to be able to give a clear time and understand basically how long people want to achieve. Like, if they buy your course today, or they buy your consulting today, how long would they want to achieve? How long would they want you to until they achieve their results? I hope that makes sense. So that is, so in order for you to craft an offer, the first thing you need to know, as I said, is know who you're helping. Now, the second thing is define your result promise. A result promise is, what are you promising? In order for you to create a course, you need to promise an outcome, right? You need to promise a result. So how do we craft a result? How do we craft an outcome, right? And I've listed a few ways you can craft an outcome here. So these are, what's the specific results you're promising to help them achieve, right? What are you helping them achieve? Because you can't have a cause that doesn't help people achieve anything. You need to have a cause that helps people achieve something. So, right, the questions that you might ask yourself, these are some examples. Are you helping people lose 20 kgs in 2 months? Right? Are you helping real estate agents sell 5 houses in a month? I don't know if that's possible, but are you doing it? What are you doing? What is the result? What is the result promise? And in order for us to create a very good result promise, we need to follow these specific key rules, guys. These are so, like, these are very important, right? So I put 2 here, but there's a lot. There's 6. So the first thing that we need to understand is, it has to be specific, right? It has to be specific. So your result promise has to be specific. right? Like it has to clearly solve a problem in the market. It has to be very specific. Who is it helping and how is it helping them and how long are they going to achieve the results? And I'm going to show you guys exactly what are the other key rules that you need to understand when you are creating a result promise. It has to be measurable. You cannot come up with a course that is not measurable. You have to have done something. Something has to have been proven. Like something has to have a method that has been proven to work. And therefore, you can say that if you do this like this, you're going to achieve this. You can't just randomly come up with a course that you've just miraculously slept and woke up and like, okay, I can teach this. No, it has to be measurable, right? It has to be realistic. So you can't say, hey, how to lose um 50 kgs in one day. Like that's not realistic. We both know that's not realistic. So you need to come up with realistic in your result promise for your student, it has to be realistic. Like you need to come up with a realistic promise. And then your promise also has to be valuable. Guys, you can't create a course that is not valuable, right? You need to teach people things that they don't know. You can't come up with a course that is extremely not valuable in the market, right? And I mean, a lot of things are valuable. Like for example, I don't know how to fish, right? And I want to learn how to fish, you can teach me how to fish, and that's valuable, right? But you can't come up with a course that is just not valuable, like a course that is impractical, a course that I can never use anywhere in my life. So your course has to be very practical. And what I was saying earlier here when I was talking about crafting an offer on knowing who you're helping, and the last one was what type of transformation or results are they actively seeking and how urgent is it? Your course has to be time bound. It has to have a specific time that allows your student to know that, okay, cool, if I've learned your course right now, if I'm done with your course today, how long is it going to take me to achieve the result, right? How long is it going to take me to lose weight? How long is it going to take me to lose 20 kgs? Is it in 2 months, right? Is it in 2 months? Is it in 5 months, right? How long is it going to take me to learn how to catch a fish, right? Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks? How long is it going to take me to sell 5 houses? Is it a month? Probably not. Is it 6 months? Yeah, maybe. Is it a year? Yeah, sure. Right? Um, so it has to be time bound. Your promise, your result promise has to be time bound. And then obviously you have to set a time frame for when they can expect to achieve these results. So your offer feels more concrete and motivating. If you just say, hey, you're gonna achieve the results, like you're gonna achieve the results, and you don't tell them when, they can achieve those results in 20 years. You have to put measurable time frames that allow them to see when can I achieve this result, because then that's going to be more concrete and that's going to be more motivating. So that's that. Now, how are you going to help them? This is basically the methodology, right? The methods that you will use, the systems, the methods that you're going to use to get them to their desired result, their desired outcome. And this is based on the result that you've achieved or help others achieve. So this basically means the systems that you're going to use, right? How have you lost? Like, let's say you helped your dad. This is an example that I use here. If you've helped your dad, if you're a guy in your 25 and you've helped your dad who's probably, no, let's just say your dad is 50, because then your dad would have got you at the age of 15 if he's 40. Let's say you help your dad in the age of 50, right? To lose weight and you're 25. So your dad now has lost weight, and now you can help men over 25 who are struggling with the same struggles that your dad have to lose weight, right? You haven't necessarily done this yourself, but you've helped someone else do it. So that means you have the credibility to do it, and that's very good. But what are the methods? This section, how are you going to help them, is the method that you've helped your dad achieve these results in. So, for example, have you helped your dad? Did you give your dad a meal plan? Did you tell him what to eat? Did you give him an exercising plan? So how have you done these results? Right? How have you achieved these results? So these are the methodology that you have to think about when you're going to create a course. How are you going to help your students achieve these results? How are you going to help your students lose 20 kgs? Right? How are you going to help someone sell 5 houses? Right? What methodology have you used? Right? If someone has to sell 10 houses, you need to tell them, hey, you need to do 100 cold calls a day. I don't know how real estate works, but like you need to really tell them what to do, right? cold calls a day is, I don't know, like, real estate is very complicated. So, but I'm just giving you guys examples. Like, you need to practically think about how are they going to achieve the results? How have you achieved the results? Or how have you helped others achieve those results? And that's the methodology that you're going to use, right? So the second step is choosing a model. This is very important. So, how are you gonna launch your online course, right? Because now this is the most practical thing. It's like, okay, cool. We now know exactly what an online course is, and we now know how we're gonna help people, and we now know the result promise that we're gonna promise people, and how to craft a result promise. But now, how do we actually choose a model that's gonna help us take the knowledge out of us and to the student, right? So, how are we gonna actually communicate the knowledge from us to the students? Now, to build a profitable business that gets consistent results, you going to use this 10 client model. So this 10 client model is one of the most practical models that you can use, right? And I'm going to show you exactly, guys. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can use this model so it works for you very, 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 very well, right? So here's how it works, right? You'll sign up 10 clients in 8 weeks. That's just over one client. I'm gonna show you guys, don't worry about how you're gonna get these clients. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you can get these clients. So you're gonna sign up 10 clients, right? Over 8 weeks. That's pretty much like one client a week, just a little bit more than one client a week. So some weeks you'll have to sign up two clients, right? And some weeks you just need to sign up one client, which is really not that hard. Like, it's really not. I promise you, it really isn't. Um, I've actually, I think my first week of launching my course, we signed up about 10 students in about a week. Yeah. So that's it's very practical, trust me. It's very, and you're gonna be signing up 10 students in 8 weeks. That is more than practical. Like, that is more than enough time that you need, right? I work for one of the biggest online coaches out there. Some of you guys might know him. His name is Sunday Stage, and yeah, we when I was there, we used to sign up quite a few clients. I think in a day we'll sign up anywhere from 2 to 5 clients, or that, and even more some days. So, like, it's very practical, and yeah, I know he has a big personal brand, and but like, I'm telling you right now that it is possible with the method that I'm going to show you how to do it in. So now that you sign up 10 clients, as I said, like, I'm always going to show you exactly how to find these clients. So you might be thinking, right, like, wonder, okay, I've signed up 10 of these clients. What am I going to do with these 10 of these clients? Am I going to coach them? I'm trying to avoid coaching. I'm trying to have financial freedom and time freedom. I can't be coaching, right? So don't worry, I've got you. If you're feeling overwhelmed, right? So let's say this is how we're going to do it. You sign up 10 clients over 8 weeks. And with these 10 clients, let's say you do a one on one coaching with them. This is very important to do a one on one coaching with them. And I'll tell you why exactly just in a minute. You do 1 hour coaching with them every second week, right? That's only 4 hours of your time per client. So you can double this. Actually, you can make it 2 hours, right? I'd say if you want to give more value to your clients, make it 2 hours. So I'd say 2 hours. 2 hours, right? So that's only 4 hours. If it's 1 hour, then it would be 4 hours 4 hours of your time with the client. But now that we've doubled it, it will be 8 hours, sorry. And then if you multiply by 10 clients, that is 40 hours, that is 80 hours now. So, okay, let's start this again. Let's say you do 2 hours of coaching with the client, right? Every second week. So that is 8 hours in a month with the client, right? That is 8 hours in the period that the client is with you. So you're only coaching them for 8 hours, and then you multiply that. You're looking at 80 hours per week, right? So if 80 hours per week sounds a lot, it really isn't. That's literally 10 hours in a week. 10 hours in a week is not a lot of time. Like, it's not a lot of time. 10 hours in a week, if you break it down, that is literally what? 10 hours in a week. And you can do this two ways. So one, you can structure this, you can do 2 hours a day, right? So for 5 days, that's 10 hours. Or what you can do is that if you want to take some days off, you can do Monday, 2 calls, and you can do the other calls on Wednesday, right? So if it's two calls here, that means it'll be 2 hours. So on a Monday you'll spend 4 hours, right? On a call, and on a Wednesday you'll spend 6 hours, right? And then you have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, right? And this is why, guys, it's very important to do this system when you're starting out, right? Of course, when you launch a course, you're going to have a course and it's going to be recorded. But before you even launch a course and it's recorded, right, this is why we do this model, right? So you want to test out the value of your coaching and make sure it's delivering results. This is very important. It's very easy to test out with 10. You can even, double or add 5 more. So you can go to 15. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to go to 10, which is 10 clients, right? But it's very important that you do this model, right? Because this model is going to help you understand exactly if your clients are getting results or if your students are getting results or not, right? But the most important thing, the reason we do this model or we choose this model is because you want to gather the feedback to see the common questions your clients are asking or your students are asking so you can include that in your final course, right? If you skip the steps and go straight into creating a course, you risk failing, one, and your clients won't get the results, which means you'll have to start all over again. So just trying to explain that in a more simple way. What happens here is the fact that if you go straight into creating a course, right, and you create this amazing course and you take all your knowledge and you put it there and you don't factor in the fact that students might have questions. They might have a lot of questions. Students always have questions. And because like you know what you know and you would put it there, but you forget that these people don't know and these people are starting off. So you might miss certain important information. And when they ask you this information, you'll be forced to restart the whole entire course because you missed this simple step. So it's very important to start off with this step. It's not going to make you a lot of money at first because it's over 2 months. But at the end of the day, what it's going to do, it's going to make you create and craft the best possible offer that you can have, right? So that's very important. Now that you've crafted this offer, right, and you've worked this thing out, we're going to go to pricing your offer. If you're starting out, there's really 2 ways you can craft this offer. These prices, you can edit them. Don't let them overwhelm you. So one, when it comes to pricing, you've got a couple options. These are basically 2 options that I would prefer, right? You can either charge them because we're doing it for 8 weeks here, right? So we're doing this, it's a 10 model thing for 8 weeks. So you can either charge them $750 per week for your coaching, which is equivalent to, I think, about $6,000 in the period of 8 weeks. So, or you can just say, hey guys, prepay $5,000 upfront, right? And then they'll be saving $1,000. That's a marketing tactic, but you can use this. Obviously, guys, prices depend on what your market value is willing to pay. For real estate, if I'm helping people sell 10 houses in a year, like that's a lot of money, and they can pay this, right? But if maybe for losing weight, yeah, they can pay this amount of money, but like not everyone will pay this, I promise you. Unless the results are like astronomically fast, like insane results. But you obviously have to edit this. And if you want me to do another video teaching you guys how to do this, like make sure to let me know in the comment section. Or if you want me to help you with your pricing, go on my wandagrowth Instagram account and just pop me a DM there. I'll reach out to you and we can chat about how I can help you with that. But most important thing now that we have to look at, once we've discovered the pricing, we've discovered the choosing of the model, then we have to look at client acquisition. This is the exciting part. This is the most exciting part that I get excited. So now, how do we actually get the clients to pay us these amounts, right? So this is very exciting, guys, and there's many ways, many advanced ways you can get clients, and I'll cover them in future videos. But the most simplest and the most effective way, I'll show you guys here is this way. And before I show you guys, like if you want to watch further videos, where I explain like crazy funnels that make you hundreds of thousands of dollars on autopilot, make sure to hit the subscribe button and put the notification bell so you get notified when I post the next video, right? So, but then let me show you the most simplest and the most practical sales funnel that you can use. This is one of the most, we call this a social funnel. This is the most effective way, right? Because it doesn't take time, doesn't take a lot of energy, and it actually builds such a good relationship with your clients, and it builds so much credibility for you with your client. So if you're running a coaching business, right, you need to leverage time as much as possible because you need to put your time where the money is worth, and there's so many systems that are out here. So, which means you have to put together systems in place that bring in clients when you are not working. And one of the most practical ways you can do this is by running ads. So the way we're going to acquire clients is by running ads and creating content. I didn't really put the content one here, but I'm going to, as I said, like subscribe. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can create content to nurture your people. But you like with this strategy, you will nurture your people, and I'll show you how you're going to do that. So one, you're going to run ads, right? What are you running ads to? To your Instagram page. So you're going to run ads to your Instagram page, and your call to action to your ads would be for people to follow you. You're going to give them value, and you're going to tell them to follow you, or you're going to tell them to reach out to you. Like I told you guys here, you can actually reach out to me on my DMs. That's literally what you're going to be doing, but you're going to be doing it in an ad. So you're going to be telling them that, hey, if you have a problem, right, this is who you're helping, and this is what the problem is that you're helping them solve, right? And your problem follows all of these things. The problem, your solving follows all of these things, right? And so now, once you've done that, is on the ad, you will basically tell them to send you a DM if they have a problem. And then you're going to have an appointment setter. An appointment setter is someone who comes into your DMs and basically nurtures your people for you. So they will send them a message, ask them, hey, I saw you just recently followed me, or what problems are you facing? And basically just help them. And the purpose of an appointment setter is to book an appointment. So your closer, and I'm going to show you, so your closer or yourself can close your clients or your students into your coaching business or consulting business, right? So once that's done, you run an ad, people will send you a DM, and then an IG, Instagram DM. What you'll do is that you don't have to respond yourself, as I said, to any DMs. So you will just get an appointment setter to reach out to all the prospects and book them into a call. Once they book them into a call, you or your closer will jump on the call and close your students, right? And then the sales call, and then you will close them. So guys, there's many things that I'm going to share on this YouTube channel. This is my first video. And yeah, it's a lot. I'm going to share with you guys how to close clients, how like a more advanced system on this. But for now, if you seriously want to learn how you can actually do this, make sure to drop me a DM on my Instagram. And in fact, I'm going to also send you guys this Google Docs form. So for free, for absolutely free. So just go on my Instagram, wandagrowth, and just DM me how to start a coaching consulting business, and I'm gonna send it right through to you. But yeah, make sure to hit that follow button. I'm gonna be releasing so many valuable videos on this. I'm not gonna feed you guys with insane aesthetics and whatnot, things that are not necessary, but I'm gonna feed you guys with value, and the value that you can take and implement immediately. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, put the post notification bell so you get notified every single time I release a video, because it is insanely valuable videos. See you on the next video.